Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the AceCast, the podcast that brings voices together across the entire ACE Alliance. This is the 11th episode. My name is Sophia, and I'm joined here with Claudia. We are here to help out with the ACE podcast, and we are from the CUAS, community. Oh my gosh, Carinthia University of Applied Sciences, exactly. And we are also hosts of the Between Classes podcast.
Yeah, we are really excited and happy to be here, also with our two wonderful guests. In this episode, we'll be discussing about region research and practice, how collaborative research development innovation responds to Europe's current challenges, and also a bit about the ARIS incubator. So I will first go ahead and let our guests introduce themselves, please.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Sangeetha Ratnayake. I'm the head of ARIS incubator for the ACE²-EU Alliance. I'm originally from Sri Lanka, but I'm based in Austria, and here in Carinthia University of Applied Sciences, I have a whole team of wonderful people working with me to bring this incubator together and create something meaningful and impactful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hi, I'm Julian Blümke from THI, Technische Hochschule Ingolstadt. So it's also a University of Applied Science based in Germany. And I'm a PhD student there, researching in cybersecurity for electromobility in general, like totally speaking.
It's cool, very cool. And Sangeetha, you had mentioned something called an ARIS incubator. What is that? Because when I hear incubator, I think of a baby chicken popping out.
And I think about babies in an incubator in the hospital. So that was something really catching for us.
So I don't think that's right.
So that is actually not so different, but in terms of incubator for our program, this is for research innovation and entrepreneurship. So the people with research ideas, research projects, or entrepreneurship background, the startups, they can get support from our incubator. So the long name of the ARIS incubator is Applied Research, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship Support Incubator. So we are covering all the aspects in the university ecosystem that we can provide services from education and also to research, the networking, the training opportunities, the workshops. People can come together, network, work, talk to people, similar-minded people. So we create these kind of programs in this incubator to produce little sprouts and little projects blooming in a bigger scale.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that sounds wonderful.
Sounds wonderful and very cute when you put it that way. These ideas are growing together, coming together, and producing something greater.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is really, really interesting. Also for us as students in management, is also really interesting to know. And so as we already mentioned today, this episode will be discussing the region research and practice and how collaborative research, development, and innovation responds to Europe's current challenges. So I had to check my notes for that because that is a long name.
Yes, we have our little cue cards here. Don't pay attention to those.
Those are not here. So if we can maybe start talking a bit about that. Maybe.
Saying like, what does it all mean exactly? What is the research and collaboration across Europe?
Yeah, that is a good question. So when it comes to research, there are two categories. One is theoretical research. The other one is applied research. So what we are trying to do is bring these together to create a bridge between this knowledge gap, because theoretically you can do so many things, and then practically there are a lot of things than theoretical what you can do. So for example, when it comes to our alliance, we have 9 different partners coming with 9 different backgrounds. They have research facilities, they have research expertise, and they have industry connections to different institutes. So when they come together to share this knowledge, we can actually create something better that can be applicable not just for the local or the region they are based in, but also for the wider population.
So I think that's such a good topic, especially because I think collaboration is so important and that we see that in our university. We have people from all over the world, different countries. You're from Cuba, I'm from the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're coming with our shared ideas and making something, greater for the future.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on this topic as well?
I mean, I think I can just continue on this. I think collaboration is the key for research, basically. So I can make great things in my small cabin at home, but if I not bring it outside to the real world aspects, then it's basically nothing. So if no one knows about my great research, I don't know, I can just stop my research, basically. So I think this collaboration is key for these aspects. Yeah.
Definitely.
And there are a lot of theoretical knowledge that we are testing on different simulation platforms or algorithmically developed in technical terms, basically. But these can be applied to real world application to solve the problems that we are facing every day in society and support the economy and also to support the sustainability.
Of course.
Those are all really important topics right now, for sure.
We also have a lot of topics about sustainability. We talked about it a lot. We have it every time present because I think it's something that we all have to take in account. Even as if we, I don't know, if someone wants to build a business also in our case, or if, also it's just important for general, and it's really good to also know a bit more about this. Yeah.
Now that we've had the formalities out of the way, I'm going to jump right into the questions for you. So first off, Julian, I'm going to start with you. How can we use knowledge and skills we already have at our universities to create solutions that really matter for Europe?
Yeah, I think maybe a bit again, like what we just said, I think it's all about application. So since we both are at universities, or all of us are at universities doing applied science, so really putting the research result that we have into industry, into products, into software tools, for example, in my case. So I think there we already have a lot of things at our universities, but now we have to spread the word about these things, and then making others that work in a similar field or enable them to use these great things that we developed and to even improve it. And so I think then we can stepwise solve these different challenges that we have all over the world, but especially also here in Europe.
I can add an example for that, actually. So past 3 days, we had over about 25 researchers from 9 different countries, different backgrounds, from electrical engineer to sustainable analyst and also cultural community experts came together here in Philac, in our campus. They came with their experience that they locally experience, local knowledge. Also, they brought in their local project outputs that they have already used in their own countries together with the project idea that they can apply to the future of Europe. They came to this event. It is a 3-day event, and when they came here, and when they're talking to each other and discussing these ideas, they found out there are similarities in our countries. They found out that there are similar challenges in our countries, and what they have learned locally, can this knowledge shared with everybody and all combine these ideas together and create something important and bigger and better that also not just locally solving the issue, but also trying to solve it in collective way. So you were part of that, he was part of that experience as well, and it was a very intuitive to see how people came together and finding this mismatch and sharing knowledge and do something.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, we experience that in our classrooms most of the time with people from different countries. And I'll ask you, I guess, a question off script. How does that feel, I guess, for you coming from another country, coming here and sharing your ideas?
That is actually a good question. So I'm coming from a completely different background. like completely a different cultural background. But when I came here, there are a lot of similarities that I saw that I was like, oh my God, I'm actually fit into this culture. We are sharing similar roots. So that makes it me so happy, acceptable, and also how should I put it? All of a sudden I'm losing words because I'm getting emotional when it comes to these things. It is actually very inspiring to see different people coming together and how acceptable their ideas, the thoughts, the motivation, inspiration. At the end of the day, we all sharing similar goals. We're coming from different background, but similar goals.
That is super true. It is super true how you realize what you have in common with cultures that you have no idea that you have things in common, and how you make also connection and friends with this different cultures and different people in the backgrounds. And yeah, it's so true.
I mean, we had a discussion about this today. We have a self and employee management class, and I'm working in a group with someone from Czech Republic, someone from Russia, someone from Germany, and we all have very similar mindsets of how we want to, lead and manage things, or how we also, what our goals are. But it's like we have such different backgrounds, and so I think it's really nice to come together to find that common ground.
Yeah, indeed.
Exactly.
Yes.
I guess I'll continue with the second question now.
Back to script.
No, what script? What you're talking about? Shh. So I guess this is also directed to Julian. So what are the challenges of knowledge sharing transfer across Europe? Like how does this knowledge, that sharing this knowledge transfers across Europe?
I mean, in my research or in my projects, I have the opportunity to work in several European funded projects. So they are like ACE²-EU, such a project, so across several nations. So there you gain a lot of knowledge about what we just discussed. But then the thing is, the project ends, and so does like the output generation. And of course, we are writing papers, we are making open source software, for example, but sometimes the full results are not recovered fully, and this is then a problem when it comes to new projects that are the sister projects or like the succeeding projects. Then we have to reinvent the things again, so we have to do the same things again, so we're inventing the wheel, probably will be like the term here, and actually that it's like, I don't want to call it nonsense, but it's actually like this. So we are just wasting time and obviously also budget on these things, which would be easier if we have like a transfer between different projects. So I don't know how this will be possible, but I mean, like scientific research works, papers and so on, it's like one step maybe, but this is not like the only thing that matters there. So. I think this is like one challenge currently ongoing in these projects.
Yeah, the continuation, right?
Yeah, this is the thing.
Because
how to keep going.
Yeah, like it ends, like how can we restart something or continue it to something new? Also, it reminds me another challenge actually. We have this resource spread. So the connecting with that, if we have a way to this connect people from different backgrounds, the right people to continue this project, or where you ended, we start from there and we do something more. The resources is all widespread around the Europe, and it's accessing them. You have to jump through a lot of legalities, the bureaucracies, the how to say, the different kind of regulations. It's getting complicated day by day. So the good thing is when you have an alliance like ACE²-EU, we want to build something that we can easily share the resources. So for example, from Germany, if Technische Hochschule Ingolstadt, if you want to, Julian, to share our resources in CUAS, then through this alliance agreement, so the alliance platform we can do that. like I mentioned in my the earlier comment, we have research expertise. You're coming from aviation and computer science background, and we have sustainability, we have health science, and we have sports sciences from multiple different other partners. Then these are research experts, and then we have facilities like laboratories, tools, very expensive tools sometimes, and also connections to different companies that not everybody has access to. So with the alliance, we can actually share these resources. They can come to us, we can go to them, and we can have students coming and using our resources, coming to courses. So there are opportunities that we want to make it available. That's how we would think that we can reduce this challenge of the resource overspread, and the continuation, so we can think and brainstorm together.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's so crucial, to take down those barriers and have access to everyone. Everyone has access to the research and to the knowledge across different countries. I know like that is a challenge that a lot of people face when they come to a new place and they can't access information, or they can't access resources that they need because of bureaucracy or, any sort of government, laws or regulations. So I think that it's great what you're doing to try to give people that access.
Yeah, innovation without borders.
Exactly. Innovation without borders.
No borders, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And our last question: how can students and researchers work together to build on past projects and turn them into new initiatives that address Europe's challenges? And I'll start with you, Sangeetha.
Good question. So
Good question.
because in the university sometimes it's like researchers are researchers, academic staff are academic staff, and the students are students, right? So it's hard to find this connection, where am I fitting in. I think for the students, when you're in your class, when you're in a lesson, for example, let's say marketing, right? And
great topic.
Thank you.
yes, so you are in your class and your professor is presenting the previous research, previous projects that has been done. You can ask questions, as many as you want. You can think of like, what can we learn from them? And you can ask these questions from your professors as well. I'm not going to give too much work to the professors by making them ask us so many questions and make it difficult your job.
It's their job.
It's their job.
But yes, so then when you are creating your projects and when you have to do your assignments, final projects perhaps, you can think of build upon this existing knowledge, the existing research, existing output, what you have learned. What can we do better that can be applicable for right now, or to solve an issue that we have right now, or how make it more sustainable? Because there are so many ways. So think out of the box, and how the continuation of previous research can be applicable for the current situations.
Of course. It's always learning, always growing.
Oh yes.
Like an incubator.
I mean, maybe I can go into the same direction. So I think you as a student, or in general the students, you have like a very fresh mindset, let's call it, I don't know. So like you're not like used to, okay, we did this in the past like this, so we are doing applying it in the same style to this new problem. So which often like hinders or blocks basically innovation. And I think there it's pretty good if we have students us as researchers having students that bring in this mindset and asking these questions. So like, actually what's going on here? I mean, for us it may be clear. I mean, actually in this workshop we exactly had this. So like discussing, we thought about the same topic, but I don't know, an hour later on it was like, oh, this was the point you were mentioning. So and I think like asking these questions is very important. And maybe then the other aspect for you as a student could be really get into research during your studies. So I mean, what are the opportunities we can basically being like a working student, so participate in several studies, or even like, for example, in my field, like writing code. This is a lot of things that we have like for students, so that can gain knowledge about research habits, how is it working, what is ongoing, is a research question. And then, of course, like, I don't know, writing a thesis together with a university, for example. I mean, I know industry, writing a thesis in the industry is also very interesting. I mean, I did this, so. but now I see the other way around. If you want to be in research after your studies, maybe it helps if you get like into research during your studies. So really getting the mindsets of the researchers, maybe let's call it so.
Of course.
Start by dipping the toe into the water.
Yeah. Dip a toe before you dive in.
And maybe if you say like, what's this? Maybe then go on. I know.
Yeah.
And continue.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's important to constantly, provide new knowledge and to keep it growing. And like, also, yes, as new generations come in, as younger students like us, or people from different countries providing their own perspective, it's constantly growing and evolving. And that's what purpose of research is, I think, to just constantly have new perspectives and new questions and new ideas. I don't know if you want to add to that.
I was just going to say that it was a really good advice. It's a really good advice, because I think as students, sometimes we're afraid of maybe asking too many questions and sounding maybe a bit annoying but why or how. So I think it's a really good advice for just us as students in general, also for professors to know that it's good when the students are asking questions. And yeah, I think
you may have heard this multiple times. There are no stupid questions.
Yeah. True.
It is. Yeah, it is like this. Yeah.
There are no stupid
There are no stupid questions, only stupid answers.
No. Oh God. Yeah.
So I think that will wrap our episode up. So thank you so much for joining us.
We have some wrap-ups. So like for the most important like key points that we discussed. So you explained what was the ACE incubator, which now we know it's not incubator for chickens or babies. It's for ideas and research and knowledge and so on. And that is also really important to like find methods and alliances to pass research from one point to the other, so everyone is accessible to the research. And how valuable it is to make collaboration and to listen to our peers and so on, to gain and understand how we all at some point have similar experiences and similar key points and so on. So this is almost all for our
so just wanted to say thank you to both of you. Thank you, Sangeetha. Thank you, Julian, for
you.
joining us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Claudia. Never get to work with you.
No, not at all. Never. So
and thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the rest of the ACE podcast episodes, and of course to check out Between Classes, not to be biased, but check out our channel as well.
Why not? We will put it there also. So we invite you to listen to the rest of the ACE podcast to maybe get a bit more knowledge about all of this alliance and how wonderful it is for our universities. And thank you so much to all. And
is there any events you want to plug at the end of
events.
This?
Well,
let me look at my itinerary.
When you say like events, there are a lot actually. If the students are watching this, so you have a great opportunity in terms of entrepreneurship. So we recently had the official launch, and the programs will be available starting from January, hopefully. For the students to register in their local Moodles, and then they can continue studying about entrepreneurship, how to be an entrepreneur. Then also for researchers, there is a researcher capacity training program coming up. So I'm promoting our ARIS incubator. So researcher capacity training program is to learn about research techniques, methodologies, the ethics, data management, and all these competences.
When is this?
It's hopefully we will start it from April 2026. So in the new year, we have a lot of exciting opportunities, exciting programs coming up. Easiest place to find this is our ACE website. So exact dates, exact places, points, what we will be doing there, everything can be found in the ACE website.
Great.
Perfect. So check it out, please, and join.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you.
Bye.